Hi, my name is Guilherme,
Hello, my name is Beatriz.
and we are talking today about why we came to Portugal.
Yeah, more exactly 5 reasons why we decided to move to Portugal.
Yes, exactly. So these are 5 reasons why we decided to move to Portugal.
So the first one, what would it be?
The first one is how easy it is for you to get a visa for digital nomads.
So it's one of the few countries that you can come as a tourist and then decide to stay longer and change for like a freelancer visa. So you don't need to work for a company to get a visa and you can stay longer. And it's not that hard. And in other countries, you usually have to return to ask for the visa. So that's one of the reasons why we decided to stay longer.
Yeah,
here.
it's one of the only countries in Europe.
Yeah, it's one of the only countries in Europe that you can change a tourist visa to a freelancer visa and stay longer in the country.
Yes, Portugal I think is even thinking about creating a digital nomads visa for digital nomads.
I've made a video about it actually. They released the news that they were going to create this visa, but due to the pandemic, there was not any more news about it. But I'm sure after the situation is better, they will say something about this visa they're trying to create. We are not from any European countries. That would be even easier. We are from South America, so it was a little easier, I guess, due to the language. We don't have the language barrier because we speak Portuguese. So that's one advantage that we had. But actually in Portugal, many people speak English, so that wouldn't be a problem for people that don't speak Portuguese to make friends and work here.
And reason number 2 would be prices. Portugal is very cheap. It's basically everything: rent, food. It's a great country to start.
Yeah, especially if you compare to other European countries that can be way more expensive. And also North America, so I can see the prices in North America and other European countries. Portugal is really cheap for what it offers. It's a really good country to live and it's not as expensive as other countries.
Especially if you already have your income, you know the amount. Portugal is very, very cheap, so it's a great country.
If you don't know, the minimum wage here is around 635, something around that, and it's possible to live with that amount. Of course, if you make more money, that's even better. But just so you know, more or less
the average.
Yes.
Right. And rent, depending on the place where you are going to find, you can find places like houses with more than one bedroom, 2-3 bedrooms for 400 or 500 euros. So depending on the place where you are, Lisbon as a capital is more expensive. For example, if you go to the south, we are living in the north. We found a place for around 500. This is what we pay in total with internet, lights, light bill and everything. It's a very, very cozy place.
Fully furniture, so we didn't have to buy anything for the house.
Yes. So it depends on where you are going.
And also the size and the location, like in the city center, is gonna be more expensive. For us, it's important to have more than one bedroom, even though it's just us. But as we teach online, we need some space to teach, and we cannot be beside each other when we work. So that's important. So you just have to see if you can afford to stay in a smaller house, and then maybe you can
pay even less.
So the third reason would be safety. So it's a really safe country. I've never seen any robbery or anything happening around here.
Especially coming from Brazil.
Yeah.
Brazil is not very safe at all.
So Portugal was considered the 3rd safest country in the world. So, and comparing to South America, we are from Brazil. We traveled around South America for a while. It's a beautiful place, but it's not as safe. Especially for us that we're traveling with gear to film and to work. So it's a little concerning sometimes when we travel that we might get robbed and not have our equipment to work, and here we never felt like that.
Yeah, we don't have kids, but imagine for family who have kids that this must be a priority to be in a safe place, that kids can go and have school. And so this, even though we don't have kids, for us it's very different from where we were, so we are very happy here.
Yeah, it's not one of the reasons, but the schools are really good as well if you have kids. So
Yes.
I worked in some schools here, and the education is also really good.
Yeah, you're working in an international school, right?
Yeah, I worked in an international and also in a Portuguese school. The international school is a great option for people that want their kids to continue having their education in English. So the school is all in English, and they had classes of other languages as well. But it's good if you have kids and you're traveling around and you don't want them to mix up languages. So they have international schools as well, which is really good.
Reason number 4 was food. We already lived in some places here in Europe, and food
England.
food is very different from where we were. And in Portugal, luckily, that they are not that different, and we love the food from here. So they cook with a lot of fish. How do they call them?
Codfish.
Codfish here, and food is amazing.
Yeah, there's a lot of what we call real food. It's not just snacks. Like, of course, we love hamburgers and pizza, but sometimes we miss a real meal, and it's easy to find here. And along with the price reason, the price is very reasonable as well. We can find good dish for €5 in Porto.
Yes,
Yeah,
that's
so-
good. That helps a lot, especially when we try to go more healthy. And having real food is great and affordable. So
Yeah, when traveling around Europe, most touristic places is very expensive to eat around, so I usually avoid. But here we can eat in front of the most famous station here in Porto, the São Bento station, and we pay around €5 to eat there. So it's a touristic place, but it's not that expensive if we compare to other European countries.
very cheap.
And you can eat like a lot of really good food as well. And the number 5 is traveling. If we are in Portugal, as a European country, it's quite easy to travel to other countries here. The transportation is really good.
Yeah, down part here is like COVID times,
Yeah.
right? It's complicated now. Everyone, Portugal is in a lockdown, so we can only stay at our neighborhoods here. We don't leave our house, but we work online, so that's not a huge problem for us.
Even if you don't want to travel to other European countries, traveling around Portugal can be really good. And the weather is a positive aspect.
I think this can even be a number 6.
Yeah, because they actually have a summer compared to other places in Europe.
Yes. The country is very sunny, so that's something that's very important to me, because I love the sun. It gives me more energy to do my daily chores, and this, comparing as well to Brazil is very sunny. It's good to come to a country in Europe that is like Brazil.
Yeah. The winter is of course colder than Brazil, but I don't mind. I actually like a little bit of cold, and I like that they have all 4 seasons. But it's nothing really extreme. So I've been to England, and comparing to England here, like the winter is not that cold and it's not that rainy. Of course, it rains sometimes, but it's mostly sunny. I think Lisbon was actually considered the sunniest capital in Europe.
A lot of people come to Portugal because that people from UK, from France, they take their vacations usually around here, especially because Portugal has beautiful beaches like Algarve, Cascais, Costa Nova, Nazaré for people who like surf. Nazaré has like the hugest waves of like all. And this was one of the reasons as well.
Yeah, and I think all of these reasons sum up why Portugal is a good country, a great country for digital nomads, because it has the price and it's safe and it has beautiful places. It's quite easy for the visa.
Food's great.
So, and it has a really good, it has a really big international scene. Of course, not now, but before the pandemic, it's really easy to connect to other digital nomads as well.
And these are the reasons why we came to Portugal. So if you guys are interested, send us a message here in the link. If you have any questions about visa, or if you have any problems with documents because maybe you don't know Portuguese, we can help. And if you guys are interested too about the cons, why not, of living in Portugal, write us a comment here that if we know that you guys are interested, we can make a next video about it.
Yeah. And that's it. Bye bye. See you in the next video.
Bye bye, stay safe.